Welcome back to Squared Circle Sessions, and this is episode 13, the final bell to 2025. This year is almost in the books, and tonight we're ringing the bell on everything that made 2025 unforgettable in the world of professional wrestling. All of that. Of course, I'm Rambo. Hannah, Braden, how are y'all?
I'm good.
I'm so good.
Good. Can y'all believe this is the last episode of 2025?
It went by so fast.
Makes me kind of sad.
Low key, not me. It's like, man, this has kind of been a shitty year.
Yeah, no key it has.
Interesting one, for sure.
That means to you listeners, I won't be talking to y'all until next year. Y'all understand me?
Hardy har har.
Haha.
See you next year.
Before we break into the contents of tonight's episode, I come to you with an update and an announcement. Next week's episode of Squared Circle Sessions, Monday, January 5th, we will have a guest joining us. That guest is a very dear friend of mine in the world of professional wrestling. You may have seen him on shows like GCW. I'm talking about Sam Stackhouse.
What? Yeah, me and Hannah didn't even know this, by the way. This is also news to us.
Yes, it's news to everyone.
Dang, that's badass.
GCW star Sam Stackhouse will be here live next Monday for Squared Circle Sessions.
Hell yeah.
Dude's
That's
a dear
awesome.
friend of mine. I enjoy getting to shoot the shit with him. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to for next year, next week.
Both.
Same thing. Dalton here in the comments says, Bam Bam, son. No, not quite. But for a big man, he moves rather well.
Oh, yeah. His feud with KJ was one of my favorites of the year, just in wrestling in general.
I almost put that for the awards for later, but that wasn't a WWE feud.
Yeah, but just in general wrestling, that was one of my favorites of the year.
GCW Homecoming.
He kind of looks like Bam Bam.
He does. The steel cage match between KJ Orso and Sam Stackhouse was absolutely insane.
Really good.
Does he know he looks like Bam Bam?
Yeah,
Ask him, Hannah.
he'll be
Here's
here.
your question.
He'll be here.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just picturing like if he like cut his beard a little bit and then went completely bald, he would look like Bam Bam.
He talked about going bald one time. He's like, no, I don't want people to see my big ass head.
Sam Bigelow.
Fuck yes. But no, come back for the next Monday. Squared Circle Sessions. Sam Stackhouse will be live with us. Anyway,
Awesome.
When I saw that name, I almost thought it said Steakhouse.
it fits. No, his whenever he's being introduced to the ring, his build like hometown is from Golden Corral, Texas.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Isn't Golden Corral a restaurant?
Yes.
I really
That makes
would like
sense.
that.
I don't know. The one here sucks.
Oh, I feel bad for you guys.
I don't think we have one up here.
You're not missing much. The claim to fame for it is all you can eat steak. That's really it.
We have
That's
We
all
have-
it takes to get me, brother.
we have Outback Steakhouse up here.
Outback's good. Hell yeah.
You like that back?
But anyway, now that we went past that announcement, how about we get into some Monday Night Raw? Is there any moments from tonight, besides the main event, because we'll be going into that y'all would like to cover first?
I liked the opening segment.
That
With
one
the
was really
Vision.
good.
the Vision, and of course anything CM Punk we all know I love anyways. But I loved the back and forth between not so much when the Vision was in the ring. I kind of felt it was kind of mid up until Punk came out. But I loved Braun Breaker kind of we hearing from him for the first time and him kind of bringing up his backstory a little bit, like I've been telling you, getting to know his character. You know, him saying like, you know, you were wrestling in the indies while I was on the field with Lamar Jackson. I like that line. Like,
cool.
You don't respect me because I didn't come up in the indies. I you know, I am generational talent. I have achieved a lot in a year, and him getting into his face, and then, you know, CM Punk coming back and basically saying, yeah, you're not ready for me. I'm not ready to lose this. My favorite line from CM Punk tonight was when he said, I'm not over. I'm not finished. I woke up today, which means my end is not today. I love that line. January 5th is not going to be my time, and it's not going to be yours. You're not going to beat me for the title. And to me, I kind of felt like that promo from Punk very much reminded me of him telling The Rock off in his promo before the Royal Rumble in 2013. Like, a lot of what Punk was saying reminded me of, like, when Punk was like, everything you do is all kid games and your arms are just too short to box with God.
Bars.
That's
you know,
line.
That's a line. And I kind of saw that version of CM Punk in his eyes during the Braun Breaker promo. It basically him saying, yeah, you may be the future now, but like, you're not CM Punk. I loved that line where he's like, yeah, you are all those things, but one thing you're not CM Punk. And I'm like, that is true. There's only one CM Punk. And so I loved that. And I loved that there was no physicality.
Right.
Except for the little push. But it was just nice. It was kind of nice to see like the Vision, like not dogpile Punk like they normally do. So that was a really good opening segment. I think it was one of the best opening segments we've had in a bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It felt like a big moment for Braun. Like standing up, not to Punk, but more just next to Punk. Like kind of, I don't know how I want to put this. Like it almost made the match seem more even. Like Braun said his piece, and the two were just next to each other, and it just lined up. It really just lined up the match for me, I guess.
Oh, and another line I liked is the one that Punk made to Austin Theory when he was still at the top of the ramp saying, wow, you just spit on it and did tricks, huh? And anybody that's an adult knows what he meant.
Oh yeah.
But
that kind of has the same
like,
energy of Roman Reigns asking Cody and Punk if they were just gonna whip it out and measure him. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I felt like R-Truth, like in that moment in my head, I was like, I don't think that's PG.
Guys, I don't get it.
Do you seriously not get it?
No, I get it. I understand.
Okay.
I was gonna say, give it a few years. Don't look it up, and if you do, we didn't tell you to.
You know what made that? You know what made that segment funnier? Is if R-Truth did run out behind Punk and say, I don't think that's PG, and then him just run back.
What's funny is that's some shit that R-Truth would do too.
100%.
Exactly.
He's like, look at here. Gets their names all fucked up. Like, I don't know why, but I always picture R-Truth. Like, if I picture like a segment with R-Truth and Braun Breaker, I see him calling him somebody else, like Braun Strowman. Listen here, Braun Strowman.
Oh, that's my bad. My bad.
Bronson Reed. I don't know. Fucking God, I love Truth. I didn't like what happened to him later in the show.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
But yeah, I liked that opening segment.
Another thing that I really enjoyed with this episode is we got the return of Penta.
Yes.
Yes, big moment.
I come to believe that anytime we get Penta on screen, we know we're in for something good. Dude can have a match with a fucking broomstick, and I'm interested.
You can have a good match with Chelsea Green.
Yes, he can. Delivered one of the hardest fucking chops I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
That poor woman. Like, I'm pretty sure a part of her died that night.
She hates talking about it to this day.
Do you blame her?
Not at all.
Nah, dude, that was open-handed, right to the sternum.
Mm-hmm.
But
I also liked and I thought, first of all, I thought she looked phenomenal tonight just with her outfit. I thought she looked really badass, but I liked Maxine Dupree tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And to me, she almost sounds like to me, I almost feel like if she was given the chance back when during like the PG era Divas era, the one that was only given like 30 seconds of airspace. I feel like Maxine Dupree, like with where she's reaching now, I don't know why I see so many parallels between her and this particular person I'm about to mention, but I feel like if this particular diva, back in the day diva, I'm going to use that term, was given the opportunity to reach her full potential, I feel like Maxine Dupree is what I think Kelly Kelly could have been.
I like that.
If she was given time to like explore and spread her rings and everything. Because I know Kelly Kelly one time did an interview and she wanted desperately to turn heel, but Vince said no. And I kind of feel like Maxine Dupree's sass kind of reminds me of Kelly Kelly's promos.
That's a great comparison.
I really like that.
Yeah.
And it's like to me, it's like Maxine Dupree, in my opinion, is what Kelly Kelly could have been if she was under today's umbrella.
And the thing is, like, I look at people on the main roster right now and kind of like imagine how they would fit in that era. Maxine's one of them. Is like, if they were given more time, I wonder how her character would have fit. You know what I mean? Would they fit well? Would they not? Would they be better off now? Obviously, I'm not meaning the timing and stuff. I'm just meaning in general, character work, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Well, it's making me now. It's now making me like. I now want like a dream match scenario. Now I want to see Maxine versus Kelly Kelly.
I'd be down with that, honestly.
Yeah. I would watch.
I know. I just see so many similarities.
Then we had, of course, like I mentioned, Gunther versus R-Truth.
See, you go ahead, Rumbo.
At first, Truth was taking it to him, but then after a single chop, Gunther was like, all right, it's over for you now, bud.
Right. Like, R-Truth got buried. It's a regular Truth match for who he is nowadays, but I also did enjoy it because I just enjoy that Gunther's still just living in the heat from the Cena thing.
Oh, yeah.
Taking out Cena's biggest fan.
That and that shirt that he was wearing had the picture of him holding Cena in the sleeper.
Oh, yeah.
And under it said, tapped like a...
Yeah, I love that.
That is the Gunther that I want. To keep running this troll, like, piece of shit person.
Right, that's why I didn't mind him taking out Truth like that.
No.
Taking out Cena's biggest fan, dominant way, it's so funny.
The only thing I don't
do was avenge his childhood hero. Anyway, go ahead, Hannah.
The only thing I don't understand is, and don't really answer this is a rhetorical question, but who did R-Truth piss off in the back? Like, why is he getting, like, why has he always been, like, the butt of the joke and so disrespected after everything he's given to the business? And he's liked by so many people. The fans love him. The superstars and the employees backstage love him. He's adored. Yet Hunter and Bruce and Michael Hayes just make him the haha of the show. Like, why? Why do you do that?
I wish that was a question that would be better. That was better answered, but I genuinely have no idea.
No, like I think a lot of pretty much all you said is true, but I think at the same time, I think Truth enjoys like being the comedy gimmick, not necessarily being mistreated and losing all the time, but I think he thrives in that, being the funny character.
I know, I understand that, but every once in a while, is it a terrible thing to actually book him seriously?
It felt like they tried this year, like they gave him a title match and then gave him the Ron Killings stuff, but it just went nowhere.
If they would have ran with that Ron Killings shit, that could have been something. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, that had the legs to be huge. But instead, it lasted until Cena turned babyface again less than a month later.
Yeah, it didn't last very long at all.
And then, from then what? You know what I mean?
Right.
The only time he's really on TV is in backstage segments.
Right.
And the other key thing that I want to talk about with this episode is I feel like the Raw tag team division could very well get a good jolt of life. Now, I say that very optimistically.
Right.
It's going to take a lot for the Raw tag division to kind of wake up a little bit. But we're heading in the right directions. The Usos are once again the tag team champions.
For the 9th time, by the way.
Which,
that's crazy.
This is, dare I say, the best place for Jey Uso right now.
Has any other tag team, like as the original tag team, been tag team champions in WWE more than 9 times?
I think the New Day are also 9 times.
So are they tied?
Let's see. I'm going to fact check this real quick.
I believe so. But the New Day, I think you also have to... I think they have 9, but that's also counting their NXT title win.
Well, I'm just picking like main roster. I'm not really counting NXT.
Right, but I'm saying they have 9, but that counts NXT. So I guess technically in that standard, it'd be 8.
Because I'm wondering if the Usos just broke the record tonight. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Right.
Let's see.
And while he's fact-checking that, I wanted to bring something up to see whether or not you guys think it's going to happen. So something is heavily rumored for January 5th. And your guys' early prediction, you can elaborate if you want, or you can just do like yay or nay. Chris Jericho returning January 5th, yes or no?
As much as I want to say yes, I'm going to say no, just so I don't hold my breath.
Yeah, that's also my thought process.
Because his AEW contract comes up on the 31st. And if you don't renew, then there is no non-compete clause. The only time non-compete clauses are even a thing is if you get released or you're, terminated. But it's like...
Ask Andrade, he knows.
But it's like if Chris Jericho decides to not resign, then that means he doesn't have a non-compete clause, which means he could just sign with WWE the next day.
I'm gonna also go with no.
No?
I would love to see it, but I'm gonna go with no. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Okay,
if it does happen, what do you do with Jericho if it does happen?
I don't know yet.
Exactly. So that's kind of why I don't see it happening because I don't know what the plans would be.
Is there anybody in particular you would like to see Chris Jericho in a feud with? Like, he's got a lot of new people to work with because he's been out since the last time Chris Jericho was even seen on WWE television was the 2018, which was Raw's 25th. The one that was like the dual, like the, it was a simulcast. The one where it was in Barclays and the Manhattan Center. That was the last time we saw Jericho.
No, he was in the Greatest Royal Rumble.
That was in 2018, though. Yeah, that was before that.
You just said 2018.
Yeah, the Greatest Royal Rumble. The Greatest Royal Rumble was in 2018, but that was before.
That was before the 25th anniversary of Raw?
I'm pretty sure. Because I know the 25th anniversary of Raw was the last time we saw him. I'm pretty sure. And or was after that.
New Day has been tag team champions a total of 13 times.
Damn, never mind.
Okay, so the 25th anniversary of Raw was in January of 2018. I want to say the Greatest Royal Rumble was in April.
Okay, then it must have been it was somewhere around that time.
Yeah, April. But no, New Day has been tag champs a total of 13 times. That's including NXT.
That's crazy.
So Usos have 4 more to go.
Yeah, New Day is wild in their prime. No, but Jericho, who I'd want to see him face. I guess I don't. Just everybody, really. I guess I'd like to see him get into something with Dom.
Yes,
I think that'd be very interesting. I'd like to see him get stuff going back with CM Punk. Now that Punk's back in WWE, I think that'd be cool.
Dalton here in the comments says Gunther retires Jericho at Mania. Do not speak that into existence. For
Please,
the love of God.
Two's enough.
Even though he's changed, I'm wondering if CM Punk would even want to work with Jericho because CM Punk doesn't exactly like Jericho in real life.
Well, I mean, we've seen him work with people he doesn't like before. I mean, it's more just fantasy booking, but
yeah,
right. Like, I mean, I think a callback to him and AJ Styles would be nice.
Right, like you said. Well, one of you said like there's so many new people that he could go against, but I just want to see him do old stuff. If I'm being honest, like when Kevin Owens comes back, I want to see Jericho and Owens. Like,
hopefully Owens. That's because what I was about to say is like, if Owens is at a point where he could come back like completely healthy, then that's something I want to see ran back is Jericho and Owens.
Yes,
but we haven't gotten any sort of like update or anything from Kevin Owens, so
no, not really.
Still up in the air.
I think a weird one I would like to see is even though obviously Theory's busy now, is Jericho and Theory.
I thought you were about to say Jericho and Mr. Iguana. For some reason, you said weird.
I would like to see that too, as well. I guess
you said weird, and I don't know why, but Mr. Iguana was the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, that too.
Like low-key, I wouldn't be upset about it.
No, I mean, sure.
Fucking putting Layeska on the list.
Sure, why not?
You stupid puppet.
Oh, that'd be so funny, actually.
You just made the list.
You just made the list.
But anyway, like, even though Jericho with me falls underneath the category of never meet your heroes, because I've kind of been disappointed in him a little bit lately from like a personal standpoint, I would, from a professional, would like to see him back in WWE.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think if he's going to end his career, like I don't think AEW is where you want to end your career. I think it's in WWE, even though WWE sometimes is really mid. At the end of the day, it's still WWE, and usually that's where you want to. I mean, if you're going to go out, you might as well go out in the number one wrestling company in the world. So.
Oh yeah, like another one I'd like to see him run back is like feud and stuff with people like Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. That'd be
Maybe
interesting.
maybe Jericho and Cody.
Ooh.
Yeah. Maybe like a mini thing I could see.
What about Jericho and Drew, or Jericho and Damian?
Jericho and Damien would be
I
interesting.
wouldn't mind seeing another iteration of Jericho and Randy.
No. I mean, yeah, pretty much everything's on the table. I would like to see.
I almost think like they could use Jericho on SmackDown, and he can help, reignite SmackDown a little bit.
Yeah.
As long as
I
we
can
don't
see
have to
that.
hear Cody Rhodes scream enough at Jericho.
Yeah.
Enough!
I wish we could get him back in the ring. I really, really do, because then I would like to see Jericho, and because of him being this person's NXT, when he was in NXT, he was his pro, maybe Jericho and Wade Barrett.
Oh, that'd be interesting to go back on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, is there anything else on tonight's episode of Raw that y'all want to go over?
Not really on my end. I mean, it was better than most Raws we've had in a while, but
Yeah, it was a pretty okay episode.
and I'm sad because apparently Dominic Mysterio is injured.
Yes, he is. He is
Oh, shit.
out right now. Like, there's not been a specific time frame as to how long he's going to be out.
Oh, no.
We don't know if he is going to be having to relinquish his gold. Nothing has been confirmed yet.
Damn.
Which that would really, really suck.
And something that was kind of confirmed, kind of not on social media the last couple of days. Did y'all see updates on Piper Niven?
No, what's up?
So it is a very high possibility she's going to have to retire.
Oh, shit.
Because of what?
She suffered I think it was like a higher up neck injury.
God, you hate to see neck injuries.
And it is very unclear as if she's going to even be able to return.
I really like Piper Niven, too.
Is this like a Big E neck injury?
Possibly.
Like the C1 and C2?
I think so. But they haven't really disclosed that, so I have no idea. But with the information that's been gathered, that's kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah, because
nobody
the
quote me on that, because I who the fuck am I, right?
Because it's not only is it the C1 and C2 that ended Big E's career, it's also the same injury that ended Tyson Kidd.
Yep.
Yeah. Those darn neck injuries.
Well, it's also those ones that are really close to the brainstem that you don't want to mess with.
That,
right.
In a certain scenario, like if you fuck up your C1 or C2, that's possible, like, good riddance.
Yeah. Well, because like I said, when you injure too close to the brainstem, if you injure your brainstem, most of the time you won't likely make it.
No.
That's a very, very important organ. That's a very important area, and like any damage to the brainstem is usually terminal.
Oh yeah. So best of luck, best of wishes goes out to, of course, Piper Niven and Dominic Mysterio. Hopefully, shit's on the right path where they can come back, finish doing what they do best. But of course, only come back if they are entirely healthy.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen numerous circumstances where people come back from injury too early and it ends up fucking them later. So take the time, heal, come back 100%. And shit like that goes out to other people that are injured, like Seth and Kevin and people like that. You know what I mean?
God, I can't wait to see Kevin back soon, hopefully. Obviously, there's no timeline, but I'm excited to see him back when he comes back.
His feud with Randy, and honestly, his feud with Cody had the legs to be feud of the year.
Yeah.
It's on my short list. We'll get to that. But, yeah.
But no, best of wishes to everybody. Pretty decent episode of Monday Night Raw. I think it was a pretty good one to close out the year.
Yeah, I would say that. It's good seeing the Usos won the title. And this is just a bit of random information, but I think this is the second time the Usos have won tag gold on the last episode of the year. Because they also did it in 2014.
That's right.
It's just a random thing that's stuck in my head, but second time.
Hell yeah. But no, Hannah, to my understanding, you have some quizzes? A quiz?
Well,
Something like that?
I have a quiz, and then we can go into the Slammies, and then I have a what if.
Do
Whoa!
whichever you would do first.
I'm gimmick and friendering on Braden's turf, but if with his permission first, because I'm respectful, I have a what if.
Braden says no. I'm just kidding.
Actually, now that I think about it, no, Hannah, you have the green light.
Not gonna
Thank
work for
you.
me, brother.
So, so with my what if, I have guess which superstar is missing from the match quiz. So I have a list of matches that have had three plus competitors or participants. And I'm going to tell you what the match is, and I'm going to tell you like a couple of the competitors, and then I'm going to like skip one. And your guys' job is to figure out who is missing from the match.
Gotcha.
All right.
It actually kind of sounds fun. I'm down with that.
So I will give as much detail to like I have like it written out, and then I'm gonna give you as like much detail, and then I will list off some of the competitors, and then I will skip one, and then I'll alternate between both of you to give me who you think is missing.
Gotcha.
All right. So number 1. So I have, this is from No Mercy UK, and it was for the WWF Championship.
These damn UK shows. Sorry.
Okay, so the match was for the WWF Championship, and the competitors were Stone Cold Steve Austin, Undertaker, and which missing superstar? And Braden, you get to go first. Who do you think was the third competitor? Because this was a triple threat.
I have to think. There's so many names that could fit in there.
Rebellion 99.
Rebellion 99. I guess I'll just throw out Triple H.
You are correct. It was Triple H that's missing.
Bang!
So Braden gets that point.
All right.
You suck it, Rambo.
I'm good.
Okay.
Fine.
Rambo, this will be yours.
All right.
Okay, so I have Backlash 2007 for the WWE Championship.
Okay.
The competitors were John Cena, Edge, Shawn Michaels, and which missing superstar?
Let's see. 2007. You said Cena, Edge, and Shawn?
Yes.
I don't quite think this is right. But no. Let's put I don't remember this off rip, so I'm just gonna say Randy, but I don't think that's it.
You are correct. It's Randy Orton.
Really?
Oh, when in doubt, if Cena's in the match, it's usually Randy.
Exactly.
Type shit.
Dalton in the TikTok comment says Disco Inferno.
What's bad is I was thinking 2007 and those names, and I don't know why, but Mr. Kennedy came to mind.
Mr.
Still hasn't messaged me back. Asshole.
Anyway, number 3, this is Braden's turn. I have WrestleMania 18 for the WWF Women's Championship.
Oh, God.
It is a triple threat. I have Trish
Okay.
Stratus, Lita, and which missing female superstar?
God, I couldn't even tell you the timelines for who it could be.
I'll give you a hint on the year. This is 2002.
It's Fabulous
Oh
Moolah.
God.
No, don't listen to me.
Either way, I might sound dumb. I'm gonna go with Jacqueline.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Rambo, you have an idea?
Was it Victoria?
No.
God damn it.
You both get one more shot.
I don't have another one. Oh, okay. All right, let me get into the bag.
Jazz?
It is Jazz. Good job, Rambo.
I was gonna say that. Dang it.
I said it first.
I was not gonna say that. I was not gonna say that.
Got
All
the
right,
J
number
out of my mouth
4.
quick on that one. Good.
All right, number 4. Rambo, this is for you. You started out. I have Survivor Series 2002, the Elimination Chamber match, the first one.
Gotcha.
We have Triple H, Shawn Michaels, RVD, Chris Jericho, Kane, and which missing superstar?
Booker T.
That is correct.
Dang it, I knew that one.
I literally just watched that match this morning.
That's crazy.
All right, Braden, this is for you. No Way Out 2001, the Intercontinental Championship match. We have Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, and which missing superstar? And it was a fatal 4-way.
Eddie Benoit. Ugh. So I definitely don't know the answer. I'll tell you that. This is gonna be a guess.
Just think back on Guess the Pay-Per-View because I've done this one before.
Oh my God. Eddie Benoit Jericho. Shit, I don't know.
I don't remember it either. It's okay.
Yeah. Eddie Benoit. Do you want me to just throw something nuts?
Just go ahead.
Chris Canyon.
No, that's incorrect. Rambo?
Say 2001. Jericho, Benoit, Eddie.
It was No Way Out 2001, fatal 4-way for the IC Championship. And the hint I'll give you, because if you need hints, I can help you. Jericho walked. I can help you guys with hints. This is for both of you, anyways. Jericho walked in as champion and retained it. So that can help you kind of understand the finish or whatever.
All right. I don't know why I'm thinking this person, but it's probably wrong. Van Dam.
That is incorrect.
Okay, I thought so.
Rambo, you have one last chance. Do you have an idea?
Does Braden get one more?
Do I also get one more chance?
So each of you get 2 tries.
Oh, okay.
And then if you don't get the
It's
2,
not Giant Gonzalez. Sorry.
and if the 2 of you don't get it, then you guys obviously forfeit the point, and then I'll just tell you.
Part of me feels like it's like a big man, like just thrown in the mix.
And who do you think that big man is?
I don't know. I need a second to think about it. Thought it was Canyon.
No, Chris Canyon was still in WCW at this point.
See, yeah, I couldn't tell you that.
By the sounds of it, the invasion angle hadn't quite happened yet, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be Kane.
It is not. Rambo?
I'm trying to think. It's not working too well. Fuck, I don't know. Edge.
That is incorrect.
I thought so.
The missing superstar was X-Pac.
Jesus.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So none of you get that point.
Oh, better than Canyon.
All right. Rambo went first the last round, right? Or was it you, Brayden? Yeah, it was you, Brayden. I remember now. Okay, so Rambo, we are doing the December to Dismember 2006 Elimination Chamber ECW Championship match.
Oh, fuck.
The competitors, CM Punk, Bobby Lashley, RVD, Big Show, Test,
Whoa.
and which missing superstar?
Was it Sabu?
That is incorrect.
No, I think I know. Maybe.
Brayden, who do you think it was?
I don't know, but I hear ECW, so I'm going to say Dreamer.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Rambo, last chance.
Punk, Lashley, RVD, Show, and Test.
Yes, and one more superstar. Who is missing from the match?
I know this too. If Brayden wants to go ahead with the second guess, he can. I'm
He already-
thinking.
You think I have it?
Oh shit!
No.
Whoops.
Wait, I said one.
Yeah, no, I don't think you said your second one, did you?
No, I just said Dreamer.
Okay.
And remember, keep all the answers out of the chat, please.
Oh my god. Oh fuck. I can see it too.
The only reason is because we're playing a game and we can see the chat, so.
Luckily, I'm not looking, so I don't know if someone put it in there or not, but. I'm like forcing my eyes closed, thinking that's gonna help me think.
Oh, I do that all the time.
2006.
Fuck. It wasn't Hardcore Holly, was it?
That is correct. Hardcore Holly.
Was it really?
Oh,
Yes.
that makes sense, I guess.
Jesus.
Shoot.
All right. Number 7.
That hurt my head. I was like, I know this too, because I do enjoy going back and watching that match.
All right. Number 7. So this one is kind of a little bit of a deep cut. This is a dark match.
Oh fuck.
Oh, great.
But it's the 5-man Hell in a Cell match from Raw in 2011, which had CM Punk, John Cena, Dolph Ziggler, Alberto Del Rio, and which missing superstar?
This is Jack Swagger.
That is correct, Brayden.
The fact that they had a Hell in a Cell match as a dark match is actually insane.
It's kind of crazy.
All right.
I knew
Speaking
that
of
one off rip, but
fun
not
fact,
the other ones.
This is the
So
first...
Rambo-
Oh, go ahead.
Rambo gets to go first next because you went right into that. Okay.
Fun fact,
number
this is
8.
the first time since 2001, I believe, that we've gone a full calendar year without a Hell in a Cell match.
That is correct.
Really?
Yep.
Yep.
Huh, thinking back, I guess we haven't.
It's kind of refreshing now that they're not forcing it. Number 8. Okay. Rambo, this is from Fatal 4-Way 2010. That's the pay-per-view.
Oh, God.
This one.
The WWE Championship match.
Let me guess, it's a Fatal 4-Way match?
Exactly. We have Edge, John Cena, Randy Orton, and which missing superstar?
Was it Sheamus?
That is correct.
I knew it, that one.
All right, number
As bad as I was
9.
low-key waiting for you to go, no, it was a triple threat match. Imagine.
Number 9, Brayden, this one's for you. Okay, now really, both of you really listen to this. Survivor Series. This is from 2004. Raw's 4-on-4 elimination match.
Oh, goodness.
It was Team Orton versus Team Triple H. Team Orton had Randy Orton, Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit, and Maven versus Triple H, Batista, Edge, and which missing superstar?
Batista, Edge. Oh, God. I have no clue.
And the hint is Team Orton won.
Orton, Jericho, Benoit, Maven. Triple H, Batista, Edge.
And which missing superstar?
Wait. I think I know this.
I don't know this. I'm going to throw out Eddie.
That is incorrect. Remember, this was a Raw match and Eddie was on SmackDown.
I couldn't have told you that, to be honest with you.
I can't. Okay. Rambo, you want to take a guess?
Okay, so he started his WWE run in 2004. And I knew on Raw they were building him to be this like monster close to like the caliber of Kane. Is it Snitsky?
That is correct.
Wow. I remember that now. Wow.
All right, I have 3 more. Okay, Rambo, this is going to be you first. So it's the same pay-per-view, but on the SmackDown side. Survivor Series 2004 SmackDown elimination 4-on-4 match. It was Team Guerrero versus Team Angle. On Team Angle, we had Kurt Angle, Carlito, Mark Jindrak, Luther Reigns versus Eddie Guerrero, John Cena, RVD, and which missing superstar?
That's a really good question.
I wish I knew the answer.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm thinking it's somebody that was pretty big on SmackDown in that time period.
What a inquisitive thought, Rambo.
You have a name?
Not quite. I don't think this is it, but I'm going to say it anyway. It wouldn't happen to be JBL, was it?
That is incorrect.
Okay, I thought so.
And the hint I will give you, especially in 2004, Team Eddie was the baby faces, and I don't think JBL would be on the baby face side.
Okay, there we go. Yep.
Because Team Angle was the heels. Braden, you have an opportunity. Who do you think was the missing member of Team Guerrero?
Luther Reigns, Eddie, Cena, RVD. 2004. I'm thinking.
He's thinking.
Is this my hero, The Big Show?
That is correct.
Oh, wow!
All right, so Braden gets that point.
Yeah, dude.
Brady
All right, number 11. Okay, number 11, we're starting with Braden. This is WrestleMania 19 Women's Championship match
Oh, my goodness.
with Jazz, Trish Stratus, and this is a triple threat. Trish, Jazz, and which missing superstar?
Is it just Lita and it's a rematch of the last one we guessed? That's a joke. That's a joke. It's a joke.
Okay. That was
Plot twist.
Is this Victoria?
That is correct. That's Victoria.
Okay.
Braden,
Thank you, Rambo, for the assist on that one.
What would you have done if Hannah went, no, that's correct?
Yeah, it's just the rematch.
I'm low key. I was waiting for it. It's like, no, it's a joke. It's a joke. Okay. That is correct, though.
All right, here is the last one. Rambo, you're up on this one. So I have Unforgiven 1999 for the WWF Championship, and it was the 6-pack challenge.
Oh, fuck.
We have The Rock, Triple H,
What?
Mankind,
What?
Big Show, Kane, and which missing superstar, plus Stone Cold Steve Austin was the special guest referee. And it was for the vacant WWF Championship.
Okay.
Wowza.
List out the competitors one more time. It was Rock.
It was Rock, Hunter, Mick, Show, and Mr. Trusty Mayor, Kane. And which missing superstar?
Let's see. Was that... Because I remember he was getting some pretty decent opportunities around that time. I don't obviously remember because I wasn't born yet.
I was. Joking. I mean, I was, yes, but I'm not like laughing.
Is it Rikishi?
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was the one with Rikishi too, because there is one where Rikishi's in it.
Yeah.
That
maybe-
was the Hell in a Cell at
that's what I was-
Armageddon.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Armageddon 2000.
Yep.
Braden, do you have an idea?
Rock, H, Mankind, Show, Kane. 99, Stone Cold, special guest referee.
And it was the 6-pack challenge at Unforgiven 1999. And it was the first ever 6-pack challenge.
I'm just trying to think of names from back then. Angle?
That is incorrect. Rambo, this is your last chance. Do you have a guess?
Not quite. I'm trying to think about like main eventers in that time frame because there was quite a few. I don't think so, but it wasn't Show, was it?
I already said Show.
Okay, no, yeah, that's right. My bad. Fuck. I might feel dumb after this, but shit, I have no idea.
Braden, you have one more chance.
Go ahead,
Or
Braden, take it home.
I can see the match. I know it's somebody random. Ah, fuck. X-Pac.
That is incorrect.
I choked.
So the missing superstar was British Bulldog.
Okay, yeah, I was lost as fuck.
Yeah. That makes more sense now that I think about it.
So let's see. So Braden, you have 1, 2, 3. Braden, you got 4 points.
Yes.
And Rambo, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes.
So you win the Guess Which Superstar is Missing quiz. And then before we get to our main event, which is going to be the Slammy Awards, My what if is it's another kind of fantasy booking-ish. But it kind of was inspired by you, Brayden.
Aww.
Because you brought up a what if about like if the Nexus would have beaten Team Cena and everything and seeing where the trajectory of everybody was going. And I brought up like a what if somebody else had joined the Authority except for Randy Orton.
Oh.
I have somebody else I'm going to put in this situation. And it's only because I want to see what the heck could have happened. What if, and this is totally replacing Randy Orton's storyline, so to speak, and like his position in the Authority. What if it was CM Punk who joined the Authority instead of Randy Orton?
Ooh.
He's the one that wins Money in the Bank that year, not Randy Orton. So he actually wins the Money in the Bank match he actually was in. He doesn't face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. He cashes in, and he and Triple H join forces. So I kind of want to see how you would book CM Punk in the Authority instead of Randy Orton. Where do you see things going? How do you see him working with the Shield? Kind of how do you see like the next up and coming years going during when the Authority was really hot and heavy? So kind of book 2014, 2015, around that time. What would the Authority have looked like with CM Punk instead of Randy Orton?
Wow.
What would you have liked to have seen? What type of story would you have liked to have seen between, Triple H and Stephanie with CM Punk, their relationship?
Right.
Maybe it's CM Punk that gets J&J security. You never know. Like whatever you can muster up in your head. What would a WWE have looked like with CM Punk having both the championships like Randy Orton did and being the Authority's main guy?
Right. Damn. Well, I'll really have to think to put a timeline together, but I think it would definitely be like the Authority in general was very Triple H led. Like Randy kind of followed. I don't think CM Punk would have followed like Randy would have. Like I think it would have been a lot more not them butting heads. I think they would have been aligned, but definitely Punk more vocal about the group and everything. So definitely less Triple H led. Rambo, you got any thoughts?
I don't think it would have quite taken off to the levels that it would have gotten. But I wouldn't see like somebody like Punk really changing the gimmick much to be more like the Authority type. Still kind of playing that like voice of the voiceless, like anti-hero kind of.
More of a
heelish version of it.
Yeah, and less like Randy was like just part of the group. Like Punk would have been more like, you can't touch me. Like I got the Authority around me now. Like I have this in my pocket.
I feel like I would have, for some reason, I almost see it kind of playing out quite like the Straight Edge Society did.
To an extent, I can see that.
Not necessarily like it, but I can almost kind of see it following those same kind of pathways.
Right.
But obviously, it's more like mainstream, I guess, for lack of a better term.
I definitely think I would have broken up earlier than when I did with Randy, especially after Seth joining. Like I think it would have been all happy diddly after they acquire Seth. But then I think tensions would have risen faster between Punk and Seth than they did with Randy and Seth. Gosh, it's very interesting to think about, though.
It is.
Obviously, we would have had Punk longer. Like, Punk wouldn't have left, so that would have been awesome. But
yeah, because I always thought that if he was in a more pro-dominant story, he wouldn't have left.
That, and if he didn't get fed to Ryback every fucking week.
And the reason why I asked this question is because a part of me always wanted to know what it'd be like if, like, because you kind of know how they tried to make the Mr. McMahon and Steve Austin thing work, but it didn't really resonate. I kind of thought, like, because of what Triple H and Punk did in 2011, just imagine them both being heels and getting Punk in a suit and him and Triple H just being menacing together. Because Triple H was a really good heel when he wants to be. And CM Punk, when he wants to be, he can go there. And there was a couple of times in Ring of Honor, Punk wore a suit. He wore a suit when he signed his WWE contract right on the Ring of Honor championship. So it's like, I'm thinking of like, what if the cult of personality was like, I'm going to be the cult of personality, but I'm going to wear a suit while doing it. Like.
Right. Like, I definitely could see Punk having fun with it. Like, I guess that's the term. Like, I could see, just Punk making a spectacle of it.
Yeah.
What type of rivalries would you have liked to have seen with CM Punk and the Authority?
Like an actual run between Punk and Daniel Bryan.
Oh, yes.
Not
That's
a little
the
mini
biggest one.
feud over AJ Lee that they had in 2012. I'm meaning like an actual feud.
That would have fed families. Like right after WrestleMania 30.
Yes.
Right. If Bryan doesn't get injured, like this alternate universe, Bryan versus Punk would have been amazing. A full heel Authority Punk versus still prime yes movement Daniel Bryan. God, that would have been beautiful.
That might have would have made 2014 way more enjoyable.
Right.
What type of like scenarios would you have liked to see specifically between Triple H, Stephanie, and Punk, with them being like really evil heels like they were? Like, what would you like to see the three of them do specifically? And who would you like to see them target other than Daniel Bryan?
I think just like 2014, like if we're keeping that same timeline, I guess. Like they would have been going after Roman and Dean after Seth joins.
What if in a world Batista didn't leave? And
Batista, Punk, Triple H.
Yeah, so Batista's like, yo, what the hell is this? We had this thing going with Evolution. And Triple H was like, well, I mean, we lost the last few matches that we've had with Evolution, so, I mean, what's the point in keeping it running? I don't know. This is all weird, like, universe shit that I'm playing out in my head.
Right.
But in 2013, Batista didn't come back until January of 2014.
Right.
So this would be like the storyline of when the Authority would be canon in this situation. It's going to happen right after SummerSlam again, but instead of it being like, you know, Randy Orton after SummerSlam, it's Punk.
Right,
But
I think stuff with CM Punk versus Randy Orton then in that case.
Yeah.
Could have seen that. And Batista probably wouldn't have joined them at all then if Orton wasn't there.
Right.
Like it wouldn't have been an Evolution thing. With Batista coming back, so what?
Well, you never really know because you know, Batista still could have won the Royal Rumble and the fans could still have booed him.
Right.
I love
so it always could have happened
on that one, but I digress.
Maybe it could have. Yeah.
What'd you say, Rambo?
I said low-key. I kind of felt bad for Batista on that one, but I digress.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have gotten Evolution versus the Shield, which that kind of sucks, but like it would have been cool to see what it would have been like because Dave and Punk in real life are really good friends and they became really good friends during Punk and Dave's like initial run when they were full time. It kind of makes me think like what Extreme Rules or maybe even Payback could have looked like if it was Punk, Triple H, and Batista versus the Shield.
Would there have always been a plan B?
Right, that makes you think if that even would have happened then at that point.
Well, because of this.
It's different.
If Triple H chose Punk over Batista, kind of like with Triple H was doing when Batista was there to begin with. He kind of was choosing Orton over him. And Batista was already going to leave a little bit because he still had filming duties because he was filming the first Guardians of the Galaxy right after that. He still could have left, and he still could have said, I quit because you're choosing Punk over me.
Right.
So I think that situation with Batista could have still actually happened the way it did, regardless. But it's just like, I thought of that this morning. I'm like, what really could have kept Punk around is a really compelling story. And the one thing I always thought would be really cool, like something really shocking, is just put Punk in the Authority. And I was like, I'm going to ask Rambo and Braden this question.
Rainbow.
Rainbow.
Rambo.
Yeah, that's super interesting.
Like, could you imagine that entrance of like Triple H and Stephanie holding hands like the power couple they are, and then right behind them holding both belts is in full black on black suit with the hair slicked back, like a real corporate Punk.
Right.
That image makes me wish it did happen.
Right, like that'd be badass. But I'm also thinking now, like I think like that's the way it would be. But I'm also thinking, Authority music hits, Triple H and Stephanie walk out, and then followed by Batista if he's still there. Like whatever other members are there, and then it just breaks into Cult of Personality, and Punk just runs out and hits the It's Clobbering Time right in front of him. Like I could just imagine that as well.
I don't think that mini feud that Orton and the Authority had with Big Show in 2013 would have happened. Instead, it been a run back of the whole. I thought you said something about being funny. That was not funny. No one likes you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk to him that way.
In this alternate universe, would they, even though he asked for it, but this is kind of just like spitballing an idea, would a heel CM Punk, especially in the Authority, would it work with Cult of Personality, or should they do like a darker remixed version of This Fire Burns because it's a little bit darker? I feel like This Fire Burns is more of a heel type theme song between the two, because Living Colors theme song is a little bit, I look at Cult of Personality as more of a babyface theme song because it's a little bit more upbeat and in tone. But This Fire Burns is a little bit more darker, a little bit more menacing, especially with Howard Jones's voice and just Killswitch Engage in general. Would you kind of like tweak the theme song to make it a little bit more darker, a little bit more menacing to prove like that CM Punk has gone to the dark side? Just for vibe reasons?
Honestly,
Right, I can see
don't
that.
think I would mess with it much. I think I would just leave that song how it is, but have him continue with it.
Because I feel like
there's a vast difference between the two. So it's like
because I
you
feel
said,
like I feel like This Fire Burns with a Authority CM Punk would be more aura farming than Cult of Personality. It's kind of like when Roman turned his theme song from like the Shield theme song to Head of the Table. It made his aura a little bit more special because it was a little bit darker, I felt.
I could definitely see that.
Oh yeah.
Because I would, even though Straight Edge Society was dark, I can just imagine an Authority CM Punk just being darker. And him coming out with like that like a very menacing smirk on his face, and like Triple H smirking back at him, like it just gives me goosebumps.
That'd be badass.
I like that.
All right, you guys have any more ideas off the top of your head of what you would do with that situation before we move on? Any last words?
Not yet.
I
I'll
think
be thinking of some as the night goes on, but
yeah, so throw it in at the end. But no, I mean that's just kind of a cool concept to think about.
I don't know. I wanted to see it.
Right, I mean that dynamic would just be very cool to see, the Punk and Triple H in 2014 dynamic. It would be pretty cool.
Especially both of them as heels. I think that was always a missed opportunity in WWE. I think because I feel like they are kind of similar, both of them. Like when they are heels, it makes me think about what Triple H and CM Punk could have been like if they were both heels on the same side, like they actually became a unit. I think they would have been probably like I think those two together could be like the greatest heel, quote unquote, tag team of all time.
Right.
With how dark Triple H
yeah.
can be and with how dark Punk can be, it's like both of them are better when they're heels, and I think all three of us agree.
Yeah.
And so it's like, could you just imagine that?
Chef's kiss.
I don't think they would be. I think the only person that can top those two together is 09 bald Randy Orton.
I love me some bald Randy.
Because bald Randy Orton scared me.
Like I said, bald Randy Orton and 2003 Kane, if they were a team, God.
That's like everybody.
I think everybody would have to run out of the arena.
Somebody's family member's going to get punted. And somebody's testicles are going to be electrocuted while they're being punted.
What a good mix.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
All right, well, that ends my couple of segments, my quiz and my what if. And thanks for joining me with that, you guys. And scene.
Is it time to give out our version of the Slammies for the year?
The squared circle Slammies.
Yep, the squared circle Slammies.
Yo, that's actually kind of hard. I like that.
I'm going to fill up my water really fast, and then we'll get to that point.
Water. It's that high
So
quality H2O.
So you guys chit-chat.
Captain Insano shows no mercy. Me and my wife have been together for almost 5 years, and she's yet to see that movie.
That's your fault.
I think that's blasphemy.
Well, it is, but you've had 5 years to change that?
I've been trying.
Brother, you got to try harder.
Dude, I've been trying to get her to watch Step Brothers. She won't.
God, I love that movie. Call bald Randy Orton, 09 Randy Orton. Tell your wife that he's going to punt her if she doesn't watch Waterboy and Step
She'd
Brothers.
just be like, you know what? Go ahead.
Just do it.
She's like so disconnected from life. She's just like, yep. All right.
This is happening.
She straight up, like, a lot of people joke whenever they're talking about running, like, oh, whenever I'm running, you better be too, because something's chasing me. She's one that'll tell you, nope, just go ahead. I'll take one.
I got it for the team, guys.
At least, if I'm going to die, at least let me go out with some honor, right?
I mean, fair enough.
I was like, you know what? I respect.
Fair enough.
I did get her to watch Talladega Nights.
Good. I love that movie, too.
Dude, am I wrong to think that any movie with John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell cannot go wrong?
You're not wrong in that statement.
I don't think it can go wrong.
No.
I've seen some shitty Will Ferrell movies, I will say that.
Right, but I mean, those two, it's like getting Jimmy and Jay back together.
Right.
That's the best way to put it.
It's bad whenever I'm able to walk through my third grade class and just quote Step Brothers word by word.
Oh, yeah, I was the same.
All right, I'm ready.
Sounds good. Walk up to my teacher's desk and tell her I'm going to put my nuts on their drum set.
I wake up in the morning and I piss excellence.
This person asked in chat, when was Triple H dark?
Watch late 90s
Ooh.
and like Reign of Terror Triple H.
Ooh, lordy, lordy. Yeah, he's been dark many, many times in his life.
Do you mean heel?
I think he means when he was a heel, and I'm like, woo.
Okay, I'm going to assume that's what he means. Anyway, these Slammy Awards.
Let's piss excellence.
Let's piss excellence. If you ain't first, you're last.
All right.
Who's starting off?
Well, first, let's, because Obviously, I wrote the categories down. Let's start off with who we would nominate for Female Superstar of the Year.
So are we all nominating one?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'll let you guys first because I have a few to pick from. I want to pick one that's not your guys's.
I've got one, but this one was kind of difficult. But
I know what you got. Oh, Grandma, go ahead. I thought you were thinking.
I still am.
Well, obviously, to like kind of make it fair, I did like one for each.
That's what.
So we had
did.
like three. So three altogether. You're like Braden's choice, my choice, your choice. For me, I decided Female Superstar of the Year would be Becky Lynch.
It's a good one.
I feel like her heel work this year has been one of her best heel work. I even think this has been better than like the initial I'm the man heel work. I just think she's been really good with her promos. She's been really good with her character development. I feel like this is the first time in her career that she's been totally 100% in her element without there being like a little bit of hesitation, because I've always felt that with Becky, that she was always holding back on something. But I feel like this year she just let it loose. And I feel like winning the IC championship really helped with that. And you know, her putting over a returning AJ, her putting over Maxine Dupree, and all of her promo work and her work with her husband this year, and her promos, but she was able to hold her own against one of the best when it comes to promos, CM Punk, and I just think she's been doing really good this year, and I felt it was organic, and I actually believed it. So my nominee for Female Superstar is Becky Lynch.
That's really good.
What's funny is that was also mine.
Oh, wow.
Simply because I feel like this is the best run of her career right now. Like, quality-wise. I honestly put this over, like, the 2019 The Man run. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like this has more depth to it.
No, I mean, I totally agree with you guys. Just for the sake of having a different answer up there, even though her year was shortened, I went with Naomi. Same. I mean, I also think this is one of the best runs. This was the best run of her career. Before obviously she became pregnant, but that cash-in was great, and she was just doing really good work. So I'm gonna go with Naomi.
I did really like the work that she did as a heel.
Right. I think it was just phenomenal from her this year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Becky and Naomi.
And between the three of us, if we were going to give the definitive award to, who do we all agree? Should it be Becky or Naomi?
I'll go Becky.
Becky. So the yays have it. All right. So to our audience, the hosts Slammy Award for Female Superstar of the Year goes to Becky Lynch.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
So congratulations to Becky Lynch. Because we say it, Sports Illustrated says it, so many people say it. All right, next category.
Not Birmingham, because they hated her for that Ozzy Osbourne comment.
Too soon. Okay, who do you want to discuss for Male Superstar of the Year? Rambo, you want to go first?
Honestly, with the year that he's had, the work that he's been able to do with, like, shit with the Vision and stuff earlier this year, and now with Breaker, I'm going with Punk.
Wow.
I mean, that's a good one. That took Hannah back.
Believe it or not, Punk is not my answer. But I was
What?
surprised you went. Well, I'm thinking objectively here. Most people will vote based off subjective point of view. For me, but I loved you said CM Punk, so you win points with me. But anyway, for me, because of what he's been able to do this year, and because he won his first singles title this year, and I feel like he's grown, and I feel like he's gotten the audience behind him, and there's been a couple of times where they've actually let him talk. My male superstar of the year is Dominic Mysterio.
I like
Really
that.
good one. Really good one. My short list is Dominic Mysterio and CM Punk. The other one being, I'll throw out my other one, but I'm gonna nominate Gunther.
Ooh, I do like that.
Obviously, the Cena stuff, the Goldberg stuff. I mean, it's Goldberg, but it still happened, and overall, Gunther just continues another year of having great matches. So I nominate Gunther.
All right, so we have Gunther, Dominic Mysterio, and CM Punk on the table. Who are we going to definitively pick?
I'll throw my vote with Dominic.
Yeah.
I choose Dominic.
Dom.
All right. So the host Slammy Awards for Male Superstar of the Year goes to Dominic Mysterio. Yay!
Woo!
We need to get a celebration jingle. We can save that for next year. All right. So the next category, Feud of the Year. Brayden, you want to take yours first?
I will. I'm going with an odd pick. It was mentioned earlier, and definitely could have gone longer, but I'm going with Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes from the start of the year as my feud of the year. It was super hot. Cody was in a lot of feuds this year, and a lot of them seemed lackluster, but the Kevin Owens one really had some heat behind it. And Kevin Owens also just did great work in that feud. That's my nominee.
Rambo?
So mine also involves Kevin Owens, even though it wasn't a long feud. But his shit with Sami Zayn earlier this year,
Ooh.
that had anytime those two are together, you're in for something great. Like, history's
very
kind
true.
of proven itself.
So for
Kevin and Sammy.
So for me, every time I always think of Feud of the Year, it's carried over, but I try to pick feuds that have literally gone from almost the entire year. That's always kind of how I thought. A lot of people make Feud of the Year, but they'll pick a feud that started in one year and only carried over to maybe the first couple of months of the calendar year. But I'm gonna go with one that I feel like basically was a feud that a lot of people talked about this entire year, and it led to a lot of things, both positive and negative. It had its downsides at times. It's been heavily debated whether or not it's actually good or bad, but I feel like the story behind it was always good. Just there's been kind of some rocky executions, but I feel like the passion, the energy, and the intensity was always there. But I have to go with Seth Rollins versus CM Punk because of what it led to, the knee injury, the faking of it, which I didn't care for, but a lot of people liked it. The clash in Paris that involved Becky Lynch, which in turn led to the return of AJ and that mixed tag. And then Seth inevitably getting injured, unfortunately.
Karma's a bitch.
And the WrestleMania match, everything building up to that. I feel like emotion wise and storytelling wise, Punk and Seth really did it justice. It's just some of the booking was a little bit weird, but I feel like Seth and Punk really carried this year from like a feud standpoint.
Yeah.
And so
I
I think for this particular reason, I choose Seth Rollins versus CM Punk because of everything that they were able to tell.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the feud.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the winner. Like, that's been the feud of the year. And that's been the feud that's the feud of last year almost. Like, it's just a really good feud.
So, who are we all deciding as feud of the year?
Punk and Seth.
Punk and Seth.
Punk and Seth? All right, so the Host Slammy Award winner for feud of the year is Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. Yeah.
OMG.
All right, next category is Return of the Year.
I think there's a pretty easy answer for this one.
Well, obviously, I put AJ Lee. I mean, that was perfect. Reiterating what I said Saturday with our last recording, probably the most perfectly executed thing that they've done this year.
So I had, obviously AJ Lee is who I ended up going with, but the other one that I was really torn with was AJ Lee and Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Which Alexa got the pop of the night.
Oh,
she really did. I mean, just to throw out another nominee, we'll keep it on the women's side. I'll go Liv Morgan.
Ooh, hell yeah.
The return she just had. But I will go AJ Lee as the winner.
Yeah.
So we're all agreeing AJ?
Yeah, I think that
AJ
was
Lee.
the most clear cut.
100%.
All right, so Host Slammy Award winner for Return of the Year goes to Miss AJ Lee.
Yeah. What?
Light it up.
All right, so next category, NXT Superstar of the Year. Who do you got?
I'll let one of y'all go first.
Anna, go ahead. Break it down.
Oh, okay. So for me, I obviously did like a male and a female one, but we can either do that or we can do a definitive winner. But for me this year, both male and female, I choose on the male side Ricky Saints, and on the female side Sol Roca.
Sol had a really good year.
I think Sol Roca has done an amazing job. I absolutely loved her match with Bayley. It's at Saturday night's main event. I feel like that was probably, in my opinion, Bayley versus Sol was kind of match of the night for Saturday night's main event for me. I think it was amazing, especially that one really cool move she did where she kind of did like that cartwheel on the top rope into like a DDT thing on Bayley.
Yeah.
That was like, who does that? And I'm like, that was a really, really cool move. She's really surprised me this year. I kind of wish she wasn't just like the North American champion for the female. I would like to see her become NXT Women's Champion at some point, and I think that will happen into 2026. And Ricky Saints, him coming from AEW and then him making his debut in the crowd, and then his amazing match with Obafemi at No Mercy and winning the NXT Championship. I think this year has been wonderful for him. I was really, really close to picking Oba, but I feel like from what Ricky has done in the short term since he's been here, I think he's only been here for 6 or 7 months. I think he has really made an impact, and he's already been a babyface, and now he's a heel, and I think he's already doing well. I especially liked his first heel segment after turning heel with the security standing around the ring. And I think he's proving how multifaceted he can be when he's actually given time and TV time. And I feel like Tony Khan really screwed the pooch with him. So my picks for NXT Superstar of the Year, Ricky Saints and Sol Roca.
Hell yeah.
Those are good. I can do a man and a female. My female, I really love Sol Ruca. But just for another name, I'm gonna go JC Jane.
Ooh, that's a really good one too.
Yeah, she just had a really good year. I mean, she's kind of been in the background for many years on NXT and stints on the main roster and stuff, and she's really came into her own this year, winning the title. So go with her for the women, and then Javon Evans for the men. Ricky Saints is also a really good pick, but I mean, Javon Evans has just been around and doing everything this year, really. I mean, just pretty reliable, I would say, is a word for him. Like, he's always involved in the main event, super reliable. The match with Trick and Oba was close on my match of the year. That was just a really good match. And obviously the stuff he can do is incredible. And them using him on Raw and SmackDown is definitely an indicator of how good he is and how good he's going to be.
Hell yeah. So, on the female side of things, I also went Sol Ruca. Just because of her body of work in the ring and what she's able to do. And, like, the level that she can bring a certain match is insane.
Mm-hmm.
And for male, I went with Trick Williams. Because of the shit that he was able to do between both NXT and TNA, kind of helping merge them a little bit more. Kind of helping bring more eyeballs to both products. That's one of the reasons why I went with Trick.
That's a good one. I mean, before we get to the winner, just in general, NXT just has a lot of good top male talent right now. Because I think even Oba's a good mention, obviously. Or Ethan Page is a pretty good mention for Superstar of the Year there.
Oh, yeah.
They just have a lot of depth just in the main event scene for them at the moment.
Honestly, even Miles, too.
Yeah, Miles is coming up.
Yeah, it's I think it's weird. It's like how like the main roster has a stacked women's division, but then lacks in the male division. But then like when you look at NXT, like the
It's the
women's
opposite.
division is pretty good, but like they have a stacked men's division.
Right.
It's like almost like opposite.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
So, who are we deciding for both the male and female? Obviously, I think we're definitive on Sol Ruca.
Yeah, I'll agree there.
But who are we going to go for NXT Star of the Year? Are we doing Oba, Trick, Javon, Ethan, or Ricky?
On this one, I'm going to stand on my Javon pick.
For me, I'm going to stand on my Ricky.
Shit.
All right, Rambo, you're the tiebreaker.
Oh, shit.
If you're willing to move off your Trick pick.
Excuse me?
Trick.
Your Trick pick.
Is there something you're trying to tell me, Braden?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Honestly, for as much charisma as he brings to the roster and the level of like excitement that I have to see what he can do on the main roster, I gotta go with Javon on this one. Because at such a young age, dude had literally like, I know the term "sky is the limit" is a rather like overused term, but it really fits with him. He like age-wise, he's just getting started. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right. So the majority had it. So, host Slammy Award for NXT Superstar of the Year, male and female. Male being Javon Evans and female being Sol Ruca.
That boy is bouncy.
That boy is bouncy.
All right, next category. OMG Moment of the Year.
I think there's really only one that really stood out as like a oh shit. And that was the John Cena heel turn at Elimination Chamber. Everybody don't throw me under
Not
the
the
bus
run.
now. But the heel turn. That's what I'm going
Right.
with.
So that's a good one. I have a different one because it's one that I really didn't think was actually going to come to fruition out of the two. Because I wasn't sure if WWE would actually do it. Because I thought about it a couple years ago, but I didn't think they would actually do it. Because I thought they were going to keep him with Roman until the cows come home. But the one that shocked me more than the heel turn was Paul Heyman joined Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
It's a good one.
I thought WWE, when it came to Cena turning heel, kind of felt like just something to do that they've never done before because this is his going home party, so to speak. So you might as well do all the things you haven't done. Obviously, the 17-time World Championship, then he became Grand Slam, and then he turned heel, all things he's never done.
Right.
So it kind of just felt like they did it just to do it, kind of like reiterating what I said Saturday. But Paul Heyman joining Seth Rollins felt like a ballsy thing to do. And the fact that they were willing to actually try out something new and put Paul Heyman with somebody other than Roman or Punk, somebody that Paul actually has history with, which is those two. I felt like it was a really ballsy move to put Paul Heyman with Seth Rollins, and I didn't actually think it was going to happen. And because I didn't actually think it was going to happen, it actually shocked me because it made me feel like, oh my God, they did it. When it came to the Cena thing, I was like, oh, now they're doing it because he's retiring. So it didn't really shock me. But when it came to Paul Heyman, I felt, oh, they actually did it. It was two different emotions.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I have to go with Paul Heyman aligning himself with Seth Rollins and betraying not only CM Punk, but Roman Reigns.
All right. I'm going to throw in, those are two really good picks, but just to give another nominee, obviously, Hannah, you've shared your thoughts on this one. Obviously, it wasn't a surprise moment for you, but I'm going to go with Seth faking the injury. At least for me, it got me. It got me pretty good. It was something that we thought could be a possibility, but I think it was just done pretty well. So I'm going to go with Seth faking the injury.
I would have fallen for that Seth Rollins thing like you guys did if I didn't have the advantage of having history of knee issues.
Right.
If I didn't have that scenario that happened to me when I was 15, I would have totally believed the Seth Rollins thing. And I would have been like, you son of a bitch.
Right. But I mean, I think that's why it was shocking. Like, I think that's the reaction is, you son of a bitch, you got one over. So
Yeah.
that's why I put that up there.
It's like, you sneaky fuck.
Right.
All right, so we all have 3 different answers. Which one are we going with?
What do you guys think? I'm willing to change my answer. It's up to you guys.
For the shock value, I think I'm going to go with Paul Heyman.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Paul Heyman.
I can go there.
So are we all 3 in agreement with Paul Heyman?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So the Host Slammy Award for OMG Moment of the Year was Paul Heyman's portrayal of Roman Reigns and CM Punk to align himself with Seth Rollins.
Fuck yeah.
Get it, Paul. Get it, Paul.
Get it. All right. So the next category, Match of the Year.
I think this one might be kind of easy.
What's your match
Brayden?
of the year, Rambo?
Brayden, let's hear you go first. Brayden, it's been a while since you went first.
Yeah.
Well, see, I didn't want to go easy. There's definitely a lot of candidates. Roman Punk Rollins is probably up there, but just to turn left field, I'm going with the SmackDown tag match, TLC match at Money in the Bank.
Interesting. That was a good one.
It was a really good match. So that's just my out of left field match of the year pick.
So for me, only because I feel like it was like out of all the matches that happened this year, I feel like it had like the most aura attached to it. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of going off aura only, but it's the only exception of the rule that I'm going against what I usually don't count as match of the year candidate reasons. But for me, I feel like no better story was told this year than the night one main event of WrestleMania with the triple threat with Roman, Punk, and Seth. I felt like that was perfection. I felt like it was executed well. All three of them had great entrances. They all three had great in-ring chemistry. Like the little moments from like, it was like the GTS, but then it was like GTS, but he was able to get out of it and then sidestep spear and then was able to stomp and then fall down. And like that sequence where all of them were down on the mat and then the audience was clapping. And then, Seth trying to get Roman to help do like that shield table spot that they normally are known for onto Punk, and then Roman being conflicted and he's angry. And then he decides, oh no, we're not going to do that, psych. And he just hits Seth. And then it's just like the little spots that happen. And then obviously what ended up happening with Heyman was the perfect cherry on top of that Sunday. Obviously I think we all are in agreement. It was the better main event out of the two we got at 41. Mm-hmm. But I think from start to finish, from entrance to when the bell rang, I feel like it was a perfectly told story, and it didn't need a lot of flash. It didn't need the whole thing where I know a lot of people might choose Cena versus AJ Styles. But the one thing that this match didn't need was paying like homage to a bunch of different wrestlers. And so it's like the longest time where I actually felt like a triple threat match didn't have any like dead spots. Because normally sometimes in a triple threat, there's a little bit of a time where it's slow and then you're zoning out. But for three men like Punk and him finally getting his main event, and then you got Seth and you got Roman, they all three told a credible story. And they just kept going and going and going. The momentum didn't drop in the match. And there was no part of the match where I wanted it over. And I don't think that it went too long, because sometimes with matches we know can like be drawn out too long. This was perfectly timed, perfectly executed, and a really, really great match.
Hell yeah. So I'm going to be the one that changes up a little bit. Mine, the one I chose, was Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky at Evolution.
That was also on mine.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I don't feel like I have to say any more about it.
No, that also just makes it harder for me to pick, though.
With the inclusion of Naomi cashing in.
Right.
As like the cherry on top.
God, I love that cash-in.
And then like other matches, you could also like that triple threat we got at WrestleMania with the women too.
Yes.
Because I think out of the three competitors that were in there, I don't think any of us expected that Io was going to retain.
No,
that was a great moment.
And so when Io retained, I was like, whoa, that's wow, okay. And in my opinion, that was the right choice.
Oh God, yeah.
I agree.
Because I don't think the audience wanted it back in the hands of Bianca or Rhea yet. So I think Io was like the better choice.
And that's
so like out of all,
like, as much as I love Rhea Ripley, I'm ready for the title to be on somebody else, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's how I'm really feeling about Cody Rhodes right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just it. It's like, I don't dislike Rhea Ripley. I promise. But it's like, okay. It was kind of that lingo there for a minute where it's like, okay, is it going to be Rhea? Is it going to be Liv? Now it's Io. I wanted it to... Between the three, Io was the better pick because, like you said, I don't think really anybody wanted to see Bianca with it yet. And I wasn't necessarily married to a third Rhea run.
Right.
You want to space her out before she becomes Charlotte.
Right.
I get you.
Like, it's okay for somebody to not have 10 title reigns.
And then, like, probably, like, 2 Cena matches I did like this year that I thought were actually, like, good. I was really, I really liked the one he had with Punk and Night of Champions, and I really liked SummerSlam with Cody.
Yes.
I think those were 2 really good matches.
Another one that I would put was Cena versus Dominic at Survivor Series.
Yup.
Yeah.
I can put that up there. Just
for the
talking
overall,
nominees.
like, story of it.
Yeah. Just to throw more in there, Rambo's nominee for Feud of the Year, I'd put Kevin and Sammy at Chamber on there.
Yes.
That was a really good match.
The same could be said about the ladder match with Kevin and Cody.
Yup.
And for me, storytelling purposes, I have to include the mixed tag, Punk and AJ versus Seth and Becky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very good match. And for AJ Lee not wrestling for 10 years and she put on that performance,
She killed it.
I respected her. Like, it's almost like she never left.
Bet like she never left.
So out of all the matches we kind of discussed, what are we putting?
I think I'm going to stick with my guns here. Rhea and Io at Evolution.
Hannah?
Me too. I'm sticking with my triple threat.
Shoot. Those are my top 2 picks. Now I just got to pick between them. God, I love the Evolution match, but I'm gonna go with the triple threat.
That's fair.
That I think overall that was the best match of the year.
Fair.
Sorry, Rambo.
No, it's all right.
Wee.
No, it's fine.
All right.
It's fine.
All right. It's fine. All right. So, host Slammy Award for Match of the Year is the Night 1 WrestleMania 41 triple threat between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We have 2 more categories. All right. Breakout Star of the Year.
This was one that I was having kind of some issues with because I was like, man, there's been a good few of them that I don't necessarily know who I could put over the other.
Right. Definitely a lot of names. Hannah, you got one?
Yes, I do.
Break it out.
And it might be freaking obvious. But I think what she's done this year has been really, really cool, and how she adjusted moving to the main roster effortlessly, and her just her like automatic charisma and fitting in naturally and not feeling like you're trying to force like a square and a what's that thing, like a square in a circle or a circle in a square. I don't know what the saying is. But
Square peg in the circle hole.
Thank you so much. My breakout star of the year is going to be Roxanne Perez.
That's a really good one.
And my other nominee for like in a close second, I'm going to give it to her because I think she's really proven what she can do when they're not having her when they're actually letting her be like the muscle and like the dominant wrestler that I always knew she could be. But I'm also thinking like a close second could also be Raquel Rodriguez.
I like that. I like the thinking.
Because when Liv got injured and she was kind of forced to work with Roxanne, I liked how they booked her where because originally when she was when Liv was having her rivalry with Rhea and brought in Raquel at Bad Blood last year when she returned, Raquel was getting squashed by Rhea in 2 seconds, and it's like, that makes no sense. Like, how can Rhea take out both Raquel and Liv effortlessly just by herself? But then Liv gets injured, and then Rhea, I think, gets injured at some point again, I think, and then Raquel and Roxanne are working together, and now Raquel is being more an explosive wrestler, and they're actually letting her win, and they're actually letting her dominate. And I was like, wow, they should have been doing this during the Liv and Rhea thing, and really had her be like the Kevin Nash to like how, because like Liv and Raquel reminded me of like Shawn and Diesel.
Oh yeah.
I can see that.
And kind of being her bodyguard, like how that was with Shawn and Diesel, but they didn't let Raquel be like what Diesel was. It's
Right.
like Rhea hits her once and she's like falling down. I'm like, but Raquel is the same kind of body type, same height, and Rhea's just able to take her out effortlessly. That kind of made no sense to me. But then when you get Liv and Rhea out of the picture, and then Raquel was actually, I think there was one match where it was like, I think it was Bailey and Lyra maybe, and I think it was Roxanne and Raquel was like the best thing in that match when they actually give her time and actually give her space. So for me, I think the two I would choose for like two nominees, I pick Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez.
Hell yeah. So I picked two. I picked one for male, one for female. And for the female, I went with Stephanie Vaquera.
Mm.
And then for the male, I didn't necessarily want to go with this pick because I feel like it was going to be the like dead center obvious. But I went with Braun Breaker.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's definitely a top choice.
Brayden, what are some of your nominees?
So I guess I have a huge short list. I'll also I'll try to go a little left field here. I'll go with the women's pick, but I'm going with Chelsea Green.
Ooh, I like that.
I think her work with the women's U.S. title is really good, and then just everything she brings all together. Like, I feel like she's really come into her own this year as a performer in the WWE. And then for the male side, I'm gonna go with Jacob Fatu.
Ooh.
Obviously, we don't know who attacked him now. Like, now he's out, but the beginning of his year winning the U.S. title, I think when he came in, people more thought he'd just be a part of the bloodline or a tag team guy, kind of like Tala Tunga has been, or JC Mateo. Like, they've kind of just been in the MFTs, but Jacob really broke out of that, and him turning on Solo, Money in the Bank was really cool. So that's gonna be my pick.
I hate you, Solo.
I hate you, Solo.
I do like Jacob Fatu for the male side.
Yeah, I do like that one.
Yay.
So who would we like? Because I kind of want to do like male and female. So breakout superstar of the year, I think we can agree with Jacob for the men, right?
Yes.
Okay,
I'd
so
at least.
who are we going to decide for the woman? Because I lean really heavily on Roxanne.
Let's see.
Because I'm leaning more towards Stephanie.
I think I've got to stick to it on this one.
I think Roxanne's great. I think there's more to come for her. Like, I see next year being even more of a breakout year for her.
Oh, yeah.
Then,
Once she has more time, I guess.
Right, more time on the main roster and hopefully out of Judgment Day and doing her own thing. So I'm going to go with Stephanie for this year.
Okay. The one thing I do hope they do with Stephanie is, like, don't do this thing that they did with her this year, and I think is the big problem I have with Julia. They brought her up to the main roster and then did nothing with her for, like, months.
Right.
And then she became women's world champion, and then she was doing, like, backstage segments for a while, and it took them, like, 65 days for her to finally have a title defense. And it's like, it's almost like they put the title on her because Naomi got pregnant. And what's worrying me is Stephanie's feeling like a placeholder world champion. Like, I think they're waiting for something bigger to happen at some point.
As long as it's something bigger is not Nikki Bella, I'm okay.
Agreed.
I mean, me personally, I think it's going to be like maybe waiting for like maybe Liv Morgan to win the Royal Rumble.
I can see that.
That's my prediction for the Rumble.
So, but we're going to go with the majority. So for the host choice for a breakout star of the year, male, Jacob Fatu, and female, Stephanie Vecker.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
All right, and then the last category we have is tag team of the year. And for me, I'll start out. I have the one that shocked me the most that it's actually worked, and I like them, and I think their chemistry is great, and I think putting them together was one of the best moves they've done this year. I'm going to go with the tag team of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair.
That's really solid.
I think putting them together was a good choice. It got Charlotte to be more liked by the audience. And I think this has been one of the few times I feel like Charlotte isn't being force-fed to us. And everything, and like it's now WWE's enforcing us to like her. We actually like her now. And I think keeping her out of the world title picture has helped. Because if you look at the beginning of the year when she won the Royal Rumble, the fans were booing her out of the building every week. And she couldn't get a word in edgewise. And then she loses to Tiffany. And the fans loved that. And then they just do this shift and everything, and they decide, let's put her in the tag team division and like let's do this frenemy thing with Alexa. And I like that they didn't put Alexa in the Wyatt Six, because I think a lot of people automatically thought that when she returned that's what they were going to do with her. I like that they didn't do that.
Right.
And just kind of doing something that I never thought in a million years, because when both of them returned to the Royal Rumble, did you think we were going to see an Alexa Bliss Charlotte Flair tag team championship run? I don't think anybody saw that.
I can't say I did.
So I like them together. Their frenemies things is great. They're entertaining. They work well together. They wrestle well together. And for two people that came into the business as single stars in NXT, they adjusted to the tag team division, I think, effortlessly. So they're my nominee for tag team of the year. And maybe because of what they've done for the short term, I'm really liking AJ Styles and Dragon Lee.
Yeah, Charlotte and Alexa, I think is a really good answer. To throw a left field pick, I was going to say AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. In the short term, again, when you throw two really good workers together in a tag team, it works sometimes. And that's what you got from AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. So that's going to be my pick, is AJ Styles and Dragon Lee.
So, again, for this one, I did both male and female. Female, I also went with Charlotte and Alexa. But for male, Not necessarily from the short term, but what they've been able to do all year in the tag team division. I'm going with DIY.
That's really good. I think I just had a hard time in general. Like I think it was a good year. Maybe not. It was a okay year for tag team wrestling in WWE. Like the tag team title went to like many different tag teams, and there were many different feuds. But there wasn't in the males division. There wasn't just many like stand out.
Right.
Like we didn't have the Usos for most of the year. The New Day is not what it was. Like there's no like big tag team. So that's what I had trouble with.
What's
That's
even
fair.
weirder is how like kind of opposite. So it's like, in my opinion, the men's world title picture was pretty good this year, and then the women's world title picture has been not great this year. And it's weird because last year it's almost like people were like, just get rid of the women's tag team belts, like they do nothing with them. And this year it seems like that's the main titles for the women's to go after, because this year we've had Lash and Nia, we've had the Kabuki Warriors, we've had Rhea and Io, we've had Alexa and Charlotte, and it almost feels like the most important women's championship to have right now is either the IC title belt or the women's tag team championships. It's like the women's world title picture has not looked great this year. I mean, look at Jade Cargill. She just reached 60 days as women's world champion, so that's 2 months, and she has not defended it once. And that's a problem. And like in the men's division, the world title picture has looked pretty well on the world heavyweight championship side of things, not exactly the WWE, because that title should have been on Drew McIntyre by now. I think we all agree. I think WWE is doing a problem where it's like Cody Rhodes is keeping that title hostage like John Cena did back in like 09, 10, and 11. It just kind of feels like rinsing and repeating of that. But it's kind of weird how like last year the women's world titles were pretty prominent, and now they're like not being executed properly. And last year the tag team division was like pretty much DOA, and now it's like the hottest thing right now is the women's tag team division. It's like weird how much has changed in just a calendar year.
Right. It's definitely a big year for that title. Like even Bayley and Lyra and Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Liv Raquel, Roxanne. JD in the TikTok comments for the men's side also throws out Street Profits for this year. The little reign that they had was also, that is pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Like, I think in general the women's tag team division has been red hot.
Oh yeah. And this is what it needed. You know what I mean? Like they haven't felt this relevant. Honestly, I don't think ever.
Right. Like it's really just been before this year just putting two women together and not really giving them a build and calling them a tag team. And this year they've kind of done that. Like there's been some teams where they've put people together, but they've really built them. Like Charlotte, Alexa, Rhea, Io, Bayley, Lyra.
Right. It's just weird. It feels like the women's tag team division has been the division of this year. It feels like the men's division, except for maybe 2 teams, hasn't been executed well, especially on SmackDown. Like the WWE Tag Team Championships, like DIY had it, and then Motor City had it, but they weren't really doing anything with Motor City when they had it. They weren't really doing anything with DIY when they had it, and it just felt like a hot potato between the two of them. And then they just randomly gave it to the Wyatt Six. It feels really, really weird. But then when you go on Raw, I've been very surprised with Dragon Lee and AJ Styles. I love their chemistry together. And now we have ended 2025. The Usos are champions again. So, yeah, it's been a very, very interesting year for the tag team division, to say the least.
Oh, yeah. And so for majority-wise, I think I'm going to go with Team AJ Lee on this one.
For the men's
side?
Yeah.
Okay, I agree too.
Yeah, for the men's side, I'll go AJ Lee.
Okay, so what about the women's side?
Charlotte and Alexa.
Charlotte Alexa.
Charlotte and Alexa? All right, me too.
I think that one like unexpectedly clears.
So the host Slammy Award for Tag Team of the Year for the men's side, the team of AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. And for the women, the team of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And those are our Slammy Award winners for 2025. And don't forget, we're gonna put a poll here at some point so the audience can vote. And we can like announce the winners next week.
Yes. Sorry, I'm getting this deal done right here.
And then like the last thing before we end this, probably early predictions. Just to ask you guys this final question. Predictions for the Rumble. Who do you got winning? Each of you.
I want Liv for the women's. I think it's fucking time for her. And men. I don't want it to, but I'm gonna go with Roman.
Roman.
I don't want him to, but I've got to go with Roman.
Right. I haven't really locked mine down yet, but just real quick, I want to say this. I'm really sad we weren't doing this a year ago because I predicted Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble, and I had nowhere to voice that on. There's no proof that I predicted it, but I really wish that we had done this podcast a year ago so it would be out there in the world. Anyway, Hannah, go ahead and say yours so I can think.
Okay, so for Royal Rumble, I'm gonna have to agree. For women, I think next year, because it's gonna be next year, I really hope it's Liv Morgan. That's my prediction. But there's a difference between who I want and who I think is actually going to happen. So I have to get both out there in the universe. Who I want, Liv Morgan. Who I think, because I think she'll return by this point. This is what I think WWE is going to do. Bianca Belair. Again. Because knowing how WWE thinks, that's what they're going to do. And then it's either Liv or Roxanne. If either of those two win, I'll be happy. And if the rumors are true that she'll be at this Royal Rumble as well, AJ Lee would be a great pick for me. But if it's either AJ, Roxanne, or Liv, it's fine. But I think WWE is going to do Bianca Belair instead. So that's my real prediction. But my want is the other three girls. For the men's side, who I think WWE is gonna do Roman Reigns. I think you're right, Rambo. But who I want, if he is injured, who I want is off the table. So I have to think other than Dominic Mysterio. And if it's not Dominic, if it can't be Dominic, then who I would want would be, and I do not think it's going to happen, but it's a want. I think it's really time to give LA Knight his flowers.
Yes. Or yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like there were so many years they could have given him the opportunity. They haven't. It's the same conundrum that Sami Zayn has been in. Because there's been a couple of times he should have won the Royal Rumble, in my opinion. But if it's either Sami or LA Knight, I'll be happy. If it's not Dominic, if he's injured, I have to prepare for him not being there on the men's side. But I honestly think that WWE is going to go with the picks that nobody really wants because sometimes they're creatively bankrupt. I think it's going to be Bianca and Roman. But I want definitively Liv Morgan and LA Knight.
So What I'm thinking is I think Liv Morgan should win it. Would like to see Liv Morgan. If she's back in time, I guess I don't know all the details. I could see a Tiffany Stratton win. Just to throw in a curveball. And
I don't
on the
hate
women's
it as
side.
long as they don't execute it like they did her title run.
Right, like I think she has a lot of potential. Like I could definitely see that being something. And I don't think they're obviously done with her yet. So I feel
Right.
like I could see them giving her the Rumble win. And then on the men's side, I mean, it all depends on what they're doing at Mania. And I feel like it'll be some sort of Punk, Braun, some sort of that variation at Mania. So I think, depending on who wins the World Heavyweight title, I could see it being Punk or Braun. Or, depending how they're going to use Gunther after beating Cena, if they're just going to propel him off of that into a world title picture, I don't know, but I could see Gunther winning the Rumble as well.
I gotcha.
Knowing WWE, it probably will either come down to Gunther or Roman.
Right, but I also would love to see Sammy. I think that arc would be incredible if they do that right.
Or the third most likely to happen is if Punk retains, it being Braun Breaker.
Right, I could see Braun.
Or if Braun Breaker does win, which I really hope he doesn't win this early. I kind of want Punk to... I want Punk to be champion at least until Mania. I want him to go in as champion at least. But if Braun wins and then Punk is put in the Rumble, it's about time they make Punk win the Royal Rumble after not having him win last year, which a lot of people thought was a mistake to not have him win last year. Especially if we watch the Unreal documentary, and I take it with like a grain of salt because I don't really know what's real and what's not when you watch that. But that entire writer's room was like, you know, Triple H asked the question. He's like, well, who do you see winning the Rumble? And like everybody's like, Punk. And then Michael Hayes had to open up his mouth. And you know how that went. But, you know, it's about time for a Punk Rumble win too, in my opinion. But I think you're kind of hitting it right on the nose, Braden. I think logically, if Braun doesn't win and Seth retains on January 5th, I think it's either going to come down to Gunther, Roman, or Braun.
Right.
Unfortunately, like, as much as I want Punk to have a Rumble win, I hate to say it, but I feel like he's going to end up getting that Kane treatment when it comes to the Rumble. You know what I mean? Where it's like, there's so many opportunities where he could win it, but doesn't. I don't want to see that happen, but unfortunately, I see that route kind of happening.
Right.
What do you mean by like the Kane treatment? I'm kind of confused. Can you elaborate on what you mean by that?
Like Kane was always just kind of runner up. Like he had great performances, runner up, and then he's the guy you throw out to get that credibility.
Oh, always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yeah.
Right. Like if you throw out Kane, you get that elimination on your record, makes you look really good.
Like I know in 2001 what they were doing with, you know, with Austin. But I feel like Kane had it in the bag to win that.
Right.
Well, it's kind of like what they did with like Jericho many years. Like he should have won in 2012.
Yeah, that one, that's the prime example.
It being Sheamus made no sense to me with how he was booked after that. The way they booked Jericho and Sheamus after that Royal Rumble, it's almost like Jericho won the Royal Rumble.
To give Sheamus an 18-second match.
Right. Good times.
Oh, yeah. But is there anything else y'all want to add before we close this out?
I want to add that I wish everybody Happy New Year, for one. And I want to add that, you know, being a part of this podcast has been really, really incredible. And I want to say that I, as from a platonic standpoint, I love you guys. And you guys are my dear friends, I feel like now. And it's nice that I get to be like this weird, eccentric, neurotic wrestling fan with two guys that welcome me into like this type of podcast family. and are not bothered that they're doing a wrestling podcast with a woman. That makes me feel really, really good. So I want to say appreciate both of you. Thank you for welcoming me in. Thank you for letting me be a part of it. And I hope that this is just the beginning of many, 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 many more podcasts to come. And I hope we celebrate 50 episodes, 100 episodes, whatnot. But I'm really enjoying this and I love it. So so thank you both. I appreciate both of you, Braden and Rambo. You're really cool dudes. So thank you.
Yeah, this shit's been fun.
Hannah just made me blush.
And like I said, I tried to do a podcast some years ago that didn't go anywhere. Plus, I can't do all this shit by myself. You know what I mean? It's fun to have an outlet where it's like, not only can I talk to the people on TikTok, but talk to people that have the same kind of like passion as I do about it. And I'm not just annoying the fuck out of my wife. Because I'm pretty sure she could give two shits about what's about to happen on Raw.
Right.
She watches it with me, but it's still like...
Yeah.
But
yeah,
no,
I mean...
this has been a fun ride so far.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, the same goes for me. If it's my turn to give my speech. The same goes for me, annoying my fiance with it. But also, I'm a new dad this year. So for the past 5 months, I've been dealing with a baby, and then I work in caregiving. So I deal with just a whole bunch of different kind of people. So I'm busy doing things for others all day. So getting to come here every night and just being a nerd and being myself and getting to talk about the things I love is really cool. And I love you guys as well.
Fuck yeah.
And I also love that I can, send a bunch of CM Punk and AJ Lee videos to two guys and they're not telling me, stop it already. It's like you guys like put an emoji next to my videos and you always compliment it, and I'm like, I can be the craziest CM Punk and AJ Lee fan, and I have two guys that don't judge me for it.
I feel seen.
It's really, really refreshing to know that you guys just let me be me.
Hell yeah. All right. Emotional shit over. Good episode, guys.
Yes.
But I think we have, I think the three of us have made this work, time zone differences and all, and I think the three of us have developed quite a friendship.
I think
Agreed.
so. Y'all put up with my dumb ass, so I mean, props to y'all.
But from like a long distance standpoint, I will always have your guys' back.
Especially
100%.
whenever I receive pictures in my Instagram DMs.
Dicture pictures.
For those listening to this episode and get to this part, if you stayed this long, I'm not going to elaborate on that for the love of God. I might get kicked off TikTok. That was the worst night of my life.
Good times.
Not when I'm at work. Trying to make a living for my family.
Good times for us.
I open the phone and I see what I thought was a big toe.
Well.
Hey, Big Show came out with the motherfucker. Well. I don't know what his name is on TikTok, but shout out to him. But
yeah, it's super funny.
But no, appreciate y'all hanging out with us for the later bit of this year. We are starting off 2026 strong because the first episode of 2020, well, maybe first episode, I don't know. One of the first episodes of 2026, January 5th, we are bringing on a dear friend of mine, GCW superstar Sam Stackhouse, right here on Squared Circle Sessions. So be sure you're here for that. Come back, hang out in the TikTok chat, ask some questions, chat with us. It's going to be a good time.
Yes, it is.
Anything else y'all want to add?
Well, just like CM Punk once said, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
I thought you were gonna say I'm not funny and no one likes me.
No.
Damn.
Just like my hero Big Show once said, well, and that's it.
And just like Rock once sang to Big Show, somebody got a haircut.
Anyway,
Oh, you
everybody,
noticed.
I appreciate all y'all. We'll see y'all next year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.